Hey guys, Chef Jason, and it is St. Louis Ribs 101 day here today at Recteq HQ. We're gonna head out and fire up the, what are we cooking on today? I think we're gonna cook on the Beast. We're gonna fire up the backyard Beast, get that set and ready to go. We'll come back in here, talk ingredients, get prep done, and then I'm excited because in 5 short hours, we're eating ribs. All right, went ahead and topped off the pellet hopper. We're using that ultimate blend. We'll go ahead and get the Recteq started, and we're gonna adjust today's temp down to 250 degrees. And just like that, just like that, we're ready to go. Ingredients today, it's spare rib 101. So we've got spare ribs, and I'm gonna show you how to pull the membrane off here in a minute. We've got honey rib rub, and we've got screaming pig, and look at here, a little mustard as well. We're gonna use mustard as our binder. Now, let's talk barbecue sauce. We've got 2 different barbecue sauces here, kind of the mild and the spicy. And the spicy, to be honest, is not really all that spicy. It's got a nice little hint of heat, but that's it. Cool thing about these 2 sauces, they're gonna be a little bit thinner, which is gonna replace any need we have in here for cider, apple cider vinegar, butter, sugar, those types of things. So, and it won't burn. If you're gonna switch sauces and go with something thicker, adjust accordingly, maybe add a little cider to thin it out. But 2 really good choices for you there. We have got our 2 racks of spare ribs, and right there, those are the membrane we have got to get pulled off. Now, I always joke, like, go into your drawer and pick the nicest piece of silverware you have, because your spouse will thank you, and that's no different than what I did today. So what I like to do, go right along the top of the bone there, give that a nice little wiggle like that. Usually go a little bit from side to side. Grab yourself a piece of paper towel, and I always joke that the pull never happens perfectly, especially when it's on the camera, but we're gonna do our best to get it done. And if you ever get stuck, I just use that little piece of paper towel to kind of give me some traction and get that part pulled off. Then we'll go back here and get, yep, see, I told you, it never works because it's on camera. That's all right. So we will mess around here. We'll get this guy off. We'll get that one done, and we'll be back and show you how we get them seasoned. Seriously, if it could just work once, it would be great. All right, for this next step, 1 hand dirty, 1 hand clean. That way we're not getting pork juice all over everything. So just a light coat of mustard on the back, just to act as a binder. I don't want to put so much on there that that's the flavor I get to taste in my ribs. So just go a little bit light like that. We'll get this guy done as well, and we'll get all that massaged in nicely. I always like to do the backside first. That way you have a little bit of rounding in the rib, and it shouldn't hit the cutting board. And then definitely it's a reminder to always season the back of your ribs, because your mouth is going to go over the top and bottom of the rib. You need seasoning everywhere. So honey rib rub right here. Just put a light little coat on there. And then we're also gonna top it with some of the screaming pig as well, just to do a little collaboration. Like that is number 1, and then just a light coat on here. You can pat this down if you want to. I usually do, to be honest, because I kind of like to just make sure it's on there good before I turn it over. So we'll give it a little pat here, and usually just go with the backside there. Try not to pick any of that rub up. We'll let that sit now for about a minute, and we'll come and flip it over. Do the same thing on the top side. And the process is the same here on the top side. A little bit of mustard, I'll get some on the edges as well, and we'll get both of those seasoned up. Now, the top side I actually will not pack on, just because we're going to just let them sit here and sweat a little bit. So start with some of the screaming pig on the bottom on this one here. Go that way. You can go whatever way you like. You can go side to side, up or down, however it is. So we'll get this seasoned up here, and we'll get this guy seasoned up as well. Now we're gonna let these sit while the Recteq gets to temp, and then tell you what, we will come back in here and grab these guys and get them onto the grill. All right, we've got 1 rack on, time to add the 2nd rack. Now I like to kind of scrunch them together, if you will, just to kind of get them in, get them a little bit fatter, just to make sure everything cooks evenly. But we are set 250 degrees. Now we're doing kind of 3, 2, 1 ribs today, which means leave them alone for 3 hours. We'll come back in 3 hours and check in on these ribs. Rack number 1 is wrapped. Check it out. Time to wrap rack number 2. I've got a couple pieces of foil just to make sure I get that set. We'll add about half a cup of barbecue sauce just to get a nice coverage on there. And then I kind of like to envelope fold it, if you will. So we'll go this way, and we'll go this way here, and we'll go that way, and then we'll fold that one there. And then we'll do the same thing on this side, just kind of getting double coating, double thickness, I guess, if you will. It's always interesting. The joke is I can wrap ribs better than I can wrap a Christmas present, and that is no lie. All right, now this is the 2-hour part of that, right? So 3 hours was unwrapped and got some color on there, developed a little bit of bark flavor. 2 hours this way. We'll see you back after the 2 hours, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, here we are after 2 hours. Now, I'm gonna show you a couple different ways. You can leave the rib in your foil if you want to finish it up for this final hour. Save that sauce for sure. That'll be great for serving. Or you can put them on the rack like this. So I've got one that I've left kind of in the foil finishing up, and I've got one that I have out on the rack. Look at that, beautiful teeth showing. We're gonna let these go for an hour now to finish, and be ready to make some delicious, amazing ribs on my table. All right, we are done. That 1 hour is done. So we had 3 hours of smoke, 2 hours of wrap, 1 hour of ta-da, and we are good to go. Like I said, I've got that guy sitting back in the foil. I've got this one wide open to the front. Then I saved all this juice. That's gonna come in handy. So carefully, 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 let's get those guys off, and then let's head into the kitchen. But I mean, are you upset that those look that delicious and wonderful? I'm not. All right, I'll see you in the kitchen. It is really hard, to not point with a knife. It is hard to want to finish up a video when you have ribs in front of you that smell this delicious. But I'll tell you, I love that 3-2-1 method. It really delivers a lot of flavor and a lot of tenderness as well. Like I said, the cool thing about that sauce is it's a little bit thinner. So we left that one in the juice in there, and look at that, we saved this as a little add-on for when you're done. Now, the only thing to do is turn these guys over. It gives us a better view of how we want to slice them. And wait a second here, we'll get a couple of these sliced. Man, they smell incredible. I can only imagine how delicious they're going to taste. So rest them for just a few minutes, and then look at that. Look at the smoke ring. Isn't that wild? It's rib-tastic. So we are done. Beautiful process on the Backyard Beast. Like to stack these guys up like that. And then check it out. So I have this little dipping sauce right here, and I get to kind of baste them like that. Now stay tuned, because we've got more cool videos coming up next after I devour ribs. So cheers.